Okay, I'm Dennis Hudson, I think, at orangequant.com. And today we've got, this isn't really a forecast. This is the anatomy of a BAC options trade, from some options I bought yesterday. Today is now, by the way, Wednesday, May 19th. It's after the close. I bought them Tuesday, sometime Tuesday, the $17 calls at a nickel. And I don't always put up all the trades I do. Some of them are so dicey or require so much skill to operate that I fear for some newbie traders who might be coming in and saying, ooh, I think I'll get a piece of that. And they get in and maybe don't know what to do. All right, there goes the logo in a second, and we'll get back to the chart here. This was a convergence of several things here. Market maker stupidity and market maker cowardice. Now those are terms you don't normally associate with market makers, or at least I don't, because they're the most dangerous fish out there. You think about what a market maker does, they're certainly not cowards. And they're certainly not stupid. I've seen them do stupid things once in a while. But this time, the two qualities converged on a single day amongst multiple market makers, apparently, to give me a decent profit. The profit I got, maybe it was just luck, but if you take a look here, here is your Bank of America daily chart. And you'll notice that the red candle, which was yesterday, marked an inflection. It's right there at that inflection point where those blue and yellow trend lines intersect there. That was an inflection, and so I had that going in today. When I saw that it wasn't making a lower low, and I did expect it to run on up some, but it doesn't matter. And it did run up, but just not as far as I expected. Okay, so I had the inflection, which told me that today should be at least, up from there, a higher low anyway. And we got that, but it was a very, very puzzling trade to make. And I'm sure the technical traders, let alone quant traders like myself, but the technical traders must have had fits all day with this stock, because their indicators would have been giving them two different stories depending on which indicators they were using. The PPO-ADX or pincher play indicator would have been showing them that it was good to go. The RSI would have said good to go. The MACD would have said, oh no, it's toast, get out, do not touch this, do not pass go. So it's that kind of thing. I'm sure they had troubles too, and maybe that's what confounded the market makers all day. Let's talk about first the stupidity. Okay, the stupidity was as price waggled back and forth between about, I'd say anywhere from about $16.15 all the way up to about $16.42. They would not move the quote on it. I mean, they were holding the quote at like 5 by 6 most of the day. I mean, no matter where it went, it's 5 by 6, it's 5 by 6. Made absolutely no sense. I guess they must have disconnected their Black-Scholes algorithm from their computers and did it manually or something. So what happened was, the stupidity of this was, that I was watching the volume pouring in on these contracts, these $17 calls, and they were offering them at the 5-cent price. Sometimes they got as low as 3 by 4, so they were offering them at 4 cents a piece. So now they are overburdened with a ton of contracts that if Bank of America runs tomorrow, they are in deep, deep trouble. Options expiration is Friday, and that was part of what was giving me problems. Them too, but mainly it's giving me problems. All right. So, I just held on to my contracts, and finally I put in an order. This would have been about a half hour before the close. I put in an order to sell at 8 cents, so that gave me a 60% profit, which I ultimately got. And this is where the cowardice of this whole thing comes in. Remember, I said they had been running up and down this candle all day and staying pretty much at 5 by 6. Okay? Well, as we got to the close, it moved like 7 cents all the way up to 16.46, and it must have happened so fast that they grabbed my order, and so I liquidated my position. They blinked. It was pure cowardice that they would blink then. I mean, if they believed it all day that that it wasn't going to run tomorrow, and that it was going to run, hence, let me see, how does that work now? I get this upside down. Whatever. What I mean is, all day they were sucking down premium on this contract, and then all of a sudden, just about 4 minutes before the close, they grabbed my contract. I had almost canceled the order because I was thinking, aha, it's going to run up tomorrow. So the cowardice of them in doing that at the last moment was really silly, and they didn't manage to liquidate the overhang that they had accumulated all day on the contracts they had shorted. It just made no sense at all. So I'm a happy camper. I don't know what lessons you can take from this, but you can see that we still don't know which of these trend lines, that yellow one or that lower blue one, Bank of America is going to choose. Personally, I think that the banking lobbyists are going to somehow snake around the regulations and the new regulations so it doesn't hurt the banks too much. I think financials may run fairly decently tomorrow. And Bank of America, by the way, is a contrarian financial. That was the other reason I went ahead with calls when all the other financials were set to go down, which they did today. Bank of America was probably about the only one that went up. So between synthetics and just knowing a little about Bank of America, I did okay. So whatever lessons you can take from this, take them to the bank and cash them. I'm Dennis at orangequant.com. It was good to see you. See you out there again. Good luck to you. Stay with me.